go.
So, lads, today we have got the podcast. We have got another podcast for NBA 2K22 MyTEAM with myself, Dale, and Jacob. It's just the three of us on today. We have got, well, this is obviously live on the Unbeatable Jacob Twitch channel. A link to that will be in the description. So, lads, I'm not in a good shape. I'm not in a good place right now. Like, I'm gonna leave these two guys steer where this conversation goes. So expect a lot of F1 talk and expect multiple mentions of how Jacob collabed with Chris Move. I'm sitting here. I'm in my snuggie. I got my huddle, and I'm good.
Well, I actually got a good question asked earlier in my stream that we could start off with. I think it was a good question. One of the best questions I think I've ever seen in a stream, and it was, if you could build your dream lineup in MyTEAM with any cars from any year, what would it be?
I can only go back to 2K20 really, because I didn't play before that. Hondo's in there. We already know that. There's no doubt. His dark matter could play PG, right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yeah,
his dark matter could play PG.
Yeah. So PG Hondo, obviously. If there was any doubt, who would be my two though? Trying to think of all the crazy twos we've had in the past few years.
Mine was Glenn Rice, for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Mine would probably be 2K20 Kawhi Leonard, the two.
I was thinking Kawhi just because Glenn Rice is 6'6". Can't have him and Hondo on the floor. That's not going to work out. So yeah, I'd probably say Kawhi.
I mean, are you picking like a team to be good? I'm putting Hito Turkoglu 2K19 as my point guard, and I'm starting Emerald, Drog, and Bender at center.
I'm not picking just a team to be good. I'm picking the team of cards that I actually loved using. So Kawhi would be my lock. Giannis has to be in there somewhere. I don't know which Giannis though. Invincible, I guess. I never used him. Probably. That's the best version. So, they gotta have like Taco Fall and Bobo, like.
Yeah.
Or Kareem. I said mine would be 2K21 Pistol Pete.
Kareem, yeah.
And then
Kareem's a good show.
Glenn Rice at the 2. And then I'd do Opal Ben Wallace at the 3 from 2K20.
You obviously have to get him in.
And then Goat Kareem for the 4. And then Invincible Taco for the 5. That's probably what I would go with.
If we're going best, I'm probably going. Is it mad saying Sim Vular at the 4?
No, I thought Sim was sweet last year, unless you're talking about 2K16 Sim.
No, 2K. I'm trying to think, in terms of best overall, I think you're going to have to go 2K19. Opal Giannis has to be in there. He's the best, probably, maybe the best card in the history of my team. Kareem has to be in there from 20. Yao probably has to be in there from 20. And then I think from 17. Who from the older games? Probably like 2K15. There was a Dr. J card that was stupidly good. Or 2K15 probably Mellow Pink Diamond. And then 2K16 Steph maybe? If you want to put in 16 player.
Zach LaVine. Shocking.
Zach LaVine 2K15 was broken. He was Limitless Takeoff before Limitless Takeoff existed.
I mean, he literally caused the game to get patched. You would hold square.
How much was he?
Dunk. 1,000 MT.
Auction house. Oh my god.
1,000 MT.
Yeah, he's silver. I mean.
Yeah, but if everyone was like making videos like this card is the best player in the game, you would think his price would go up.
Yeah. Just did.
They dropped a gold card this year, and everyone was like, "This card's ridiculous." He's like, "One of the best cards in the game." Dan, you already know that card would be like 70k. We've seen what happened with the golds versus
Buddy Healed. Yeah, Buddy. Yeah. I spent an unreal amount. I spent like 60k, I think, on like a Buddy Healed that had like a diamond shoe with like an extra Hoff badge. People were putting their Hoff badges on their Buddy Healeds.
I saw 4. I had a 4 Hoff badge, JJ Redick.
Yeah.
Bermuda with added halves as well. Obviously,
Yeah, but that was at the end of the year when I spent all my tokens on the Hoffs and put like a 30 Hoff badge Uda.
Yeah. Definitely don't want to get caught holding those Hoff badges, because I did last year too. I ended up putting Hoff badges on like my season 1 cards because in August people were doing like season 1 scrims or whatever. In 21.
Oh yeah, everyone
don't want
was
to get
doing
caught
like the
bag holding those.
season ones. You were down bag because you didn't have Curry.
Yeah. Yep. So I had to have my Hoff clamps, John Stockton, take care of business.
The biggest regret of your life.
Yeah.
Or your 2K life, anyway.
I don't know though, man. I perpetually suck with Steph in 2K. I don't know what it is. You would think for the way I play, I like him, but
he's not the same this year.
Was Steph not ass on next gen last year?
Not before they patched leaners. Before they patched leaners, it was silly. I
know that, but they patched leaners. They patched leaners before they speed patch. Like,
yeah.
That patch, like pre-speed patch next gen, my 2K21 next gen is probably the best 2K I've ever played.
I agree. I don't understand. Well, I do. I think there was a lot of different reasons why people still play current, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just saying why people don't give it the praise it deserved for what it was before they did the patch and everything.
Because the park players ruined my team, just like they ruin it every year. If it wasn't for the park players, we'd still have left right. We'd still be able to 300. We'd still be able to walk backwards. We'd still be able to make a wide open post up. We'd still be able to make a wide open.
The left right argument. Okay, it was just the locks. All right, they ruined my left right. The point guards are fine with it. I was moving.
Yeah,
I miss those days. Take me back to the first month of this game.
They was going crazy at the park.
I don't understand how
easy.
How like this game. Obviously, a game's never going to be perfect, but it was like the single most well-received 2K game, and now they patched it so much that people are now saying it's worse than 18.
I'm not surprised.
Explicitly stated that we will not be touching gameplay this year.
They just flat out watered it down. I mean, they patched steals and then they patched dribbling. It's like,
I mean, now the day one steals were a bit over the top. I could not move.
I would bring him back if I could dribble again. I don't know. I would bring him back if I could. Day one was interesting. It was a
trade-off, but like
the only thing.
Some of those block animations are ridiculous.
Only thing from day one that I think that absolutely had to be patched was the Chasedown blocks, because I remember I saw Amethyst Serge Ibaka, like his torso literally touching the rim on a Chasedown block, so that had to be patched. But other than that, I thought it was pretty all right.
Do you remember were you in my very first stream when I got the game early?
I was
asleep. I was
the first person playing my team. Because I got the game really early, and as soon as servers were up, I was on. But basically, what ended up happening was I just kept getting chased down to Trae Young.
Yeah, because he had Wade chase down animations, didn't he?
Yeah. I literally was just watching there and I'm like, Trae Young is the best defender in the game.
Yeah.
Kazi be getting crazy blocks as well.
I mean, I think that's
sure blocked with Kazi.
Yeah, I got blocked by Chandler's with Kazi. It was funny too because I texted him or Snapchatted him or whatever like a couple hours after the game, and I was like, "Hey, does your Kazi have rim protector?" And he just texts back and says, "I didn't add any badges to him at all." ... It's like nice. Nice.
Chandler gonna have to work to get those badged up players before the tourney.
Yeah,
I'd love to see someone without. The badged up players win.
I don't know if it's even possible. Doesn't Splash have like a 30-something half badge Jalen now?
Yeah.
Best of one.
That is ridiculous.
Best of one.
But like a player with 20 added half badges against a non-badged up version is just
is Ty playing current gen at all right now?
I haven't really caught any of his streams lately.
So. He hasn't been streaming a whole bunch lately. He's been streaming earlier in the day when I work too, when he does stream. So
keeping his cards close to his chest before the tournament, you know?
Yeah, like you can never, like, so many people are already completely counting out Ty You cannot. It's one thing we've learned. Like, you cannot count the guy out ever.
No, I don't know why you would count him out, no matter what's happened so far.
Yeah, he's probably not. Like, last year he was the favorite. I don't think he is the favorite this year.
No,
I don't think there is like a definitive favorite. Who's this Nike dude that's apparently a demon?
Nike's so good. I don't know. He must have ended up. I think he ended up beating Isaac, but once we started, he was like
Yeah, I was in that stream
1-1.
well.
Yeah, he was a pro-am player until this year, but he's so good. He's just really good at he's probably the best 3 hunter right now. He's really good with clay. He shoots like normal leaners like as much as he can. He shoots so many normal leaners. He's just so fun to watch too. He doesn't play the game like a lot of the meta people do right now with like a bunch of mashing and stuff. He actually 3 hunts with clay like crazy.
That's actually cool. That's actually cool. He actually looks like his gameplay might actually look good.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy. It's actually fun to watch. He's my favorite player to watch this year for sure. Out of anybody, I mean, Splash is always going to be entertaining to watch as well, but Nike just shoots anything. It's actually hilarious. Yeah,
I'm so sick of this. Everyone playing for twos right now. I played one game of 5v5 in the past week, and I couldn't score without just going to the paint. It's so sad.
Yeah, I just play clutch time. I like clutch time.
Yeah, Nike was the guy who made the Darius Garland mixtape on Twitter, and he literally is making he made Darius Garland look like the best point guard in the game. Honestly, I think if a casual saw that, they'd probably be sold and go get him right away. But that's just because Nike's Nike.
Someone needs to drop that Freddie V mixtape.
He's also free.
Yeah.
Well, I need to see a Freddie V mixtape.
He's not bad. I mean, he's not good either, but he's not bad.
Freddie VanVleet's not good.
He's the only one I got on your account.
I know. I saw there's like,
doubt.
and I got on the account. I saw there's a pink diamond redeemed, and I figured Dale got Jaren Jackson, and then I go in and I see it's Fred VanVleet. I was like, whatever, I'll try him in clutch time, and he got me a few buckets. I don't know.
What
Who else was it going to be?
You might as well just get Booker. He's so easy to get.
What's it take? About 5 hours?
Yeah. You definitely. Wait, how many speedrun records do you hold?
Currently,
do you hold any of them?
Can't really do the speedrun though, because it's already been started by me.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about just for any future grinds. Like, just speedrun them. Get a timer down there and just say your speedrun.
I'm so bad at them though, because I tried to speedrun Yao and it took me too long. I didn't do a timer or anything, but it's taking me extra long to do any of the cards that I've tried to get quick, like Luca or Yao. Not like stupid slow, but an extra hour or two than whoever gets first.
It's because you also just won't get off next gen.
Won't get off next gen. I spend too much time sitting there in the agenda screens thinking like, what should I do next?
What do you mean? Next gen's so easy to get on to like winning TTO and stuff.
Yeah, but for like offline stuff.
Yeah, I don't even mind it.
Depends on the card. If players got quick dribble style. If players got quick dribble style, it's fine. But if they don't, it's pretty hard to score.
Screen away is my best friend, and it always will be.
Yeah, Jacob, you didn't get accepted, by the way, in speedrun.com.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not up. Damn. I haven't even checked.
You're not here.
That's tough. Is the record still a minute 29?
No, it's... Wait, did you go 101?
Let me see which one it was. It was PS5, Next Gen, Blacktop. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's just got beat. The one I went for just got beat 4 days ago.
Okay.
It's at 118 now.
Yeah, I am most definitely. I'm trying to think, what was my one last year? 118.
Yeah.
Jesus, I held the record at 123 last year.
Well,
that Blacktop one wasn't easy last year because it just took one full free to be out of it.
It's so easy this year. You just use Luca and just shoot it right in their grill right away. Inbound the ball, shoot.
Yeah.
And then just run away.
Also, this year folds actually go in, so that's one difference maker. I wonder if anyone can get a sub 1 minute. I wonder if it's actually possible.
Person who broke the record did he use Jason? Is he using Jason Tatum?
Oh,
No, he's using Clay. He's using Clay. Okay. Okay. It looked like 107. I'm like, what?
Clay won't be a bad show. Actually, I don't know the play now.
He has he's using my tactic from last year, which is you run away. Basically, what you have to do is that you let the opponent score every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that would be the most efficient way. Otherwise, you're just going to waste so much time.
Yeah. No, but like people did it a different way where they would use bad shooters and they would like try hope their opponent miss. But it's like it's a lot quicker to get the animation than it is to get a rebound and run out. So yeah, I'm gonna have to break one of these records again. I ended the year holding 2 records last year.
What speed runs are there for 2K besides like Blacktop?
50 points in a game of play now. 50 points in a game of play now. How fast you can get through the My Career Prelude. The My League.
There's not really a prelude this year. I mean, there kind of is, I guess.
My League.
Yeah, you can really
playoffs.
speed run that though. Be set in the way it runs.
I'm gonna take a look at this prelude speedrun. 4 minutes.
How do you do it in 4 minutes? Jesus. You gotta be glitching the game, surely.
You play a game and you simulate the draft. That's not.
Gotcha.
50 points isn't easy to beat this year. Like it's both are sub 6. Freaking Smeekwell holds the record.
Who is Smeekwell?
Yeah.
YouTuber.
Yeah, it was.
He's a YouTuber. He has like 500,000 subscribers. He used to be a MyTEAM YouTuber, like back years ago.
It's all lost on me. I don't recognize any of these names. A-League playoffs. How does
This
that
this Lil AIDS HD guy really loves it. He's looking the last 2 years. He's been trying to set every record. He's a legit speedrunner. He has a bunch of. He holds the world record for the My Career Prelude every year.
That's such an odd thing to speedrun is My Career Prelude.
Yeah. Look, he's 30. He's 37th in the GTA speedrun records.
I'd imagine that's not easy, eh? Top 37 for that.
There are. It's like 37th at like 150. It's not bad.
Yeah.
He beat Grand Theft Auto. He beat GTA, but like the time is pretty good because it's like. Oh geez, he's an hour off top. Yeah, he is.
Usually all those sort of like single player ones involve like glitching the game in some way, shape, or form.
Pretty much any speedrun does that's not like a 2K one, because I've watched all the Summoning Salt videos now, and I mean like Mario Kart, stuff like that. They have the craziest shortcuts you could ever imagine for those speedruns.
Yeah. They're like, a lot of them are so super specific, like
the Super Mario ones are like broken down to the point where they know they can't even get any faster. It literally cannot be faster. It's frame by frame. You can't miss a single frame. It's as fast as they can go.
The Mario speedrun is nuts. It is actually nuts.
Yeah.
Like they will never break another second barrier ever.
Yeah.
Like it is literally impossible for them to get it to break another second barrier in that game.
Yep. Because of the frame save or whatever it is.
Frame rule.
Yeah, it works in like intervals of what, like a quarter of a second or something.
Yeah, it's like I think it's 0.3 of a second or something. But yeah, we got you. Have you never watched a Summoning Salt video, Dale?
I actually haven't. No, the only person I've ever watched speed stuff is Critical.
Go binge watch those.
It's like binge watch Summoning Salt.
It's like documentary style, talking about the speedruns for each game and like how new tactics come with time and stuff like that. It'll break it down like back in 2005, the original speedrun record for Super Mario 3 was this. And then in 2006, Joe Mama 494 found out that you could do this. But he like his voice is just like perfect for it. It sounds like it like by the end of it
sounds like his.
Yeah,
it sounds like Jacob's.
You can't like
oh yeah, I remember you used to say that to him.
You can't turn it off. Like you can't not finish the video because you're like, all right, how fast do they actually end up getting this to go? Like you're just curious. So you just can't. Once you start watching, you can't turn it off.
I'm gonna set the speed run for how quick I can turn off a summoning salt video. Cry. Beat that one.
So
I'll get to watch at some point.
I guess we might as well talk about the new packs in my team and even less about the.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, I guess we should talk about like the concept of it at least. I mean, as far as the cards go, I think we're all kind of on the same page that all 4 of the point guards that came out are S tier. But what do you guys think about the guaranteed boxes? Good or bad? I think I know you guys.
Considering they dropped the price of them from what they used to be, like I think it's justifiable that the topper isn't auctionable. Those packs were nearly 300k when they first came out, or the second time around. They were just ridiculously expensive for what they were. So I think the way they done it this time around is a lot better, and the cards in them were a lot better because the first 2 limited editions were so bad. This time around, the actual packs were good, and they went about it in a better way. They kind of gave us a choice pack that people have been asking for.
I like the fact that it's no longer gambling. That it's basically buy a box and get a free card.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it's exact, like literally, if you double the price of a 10-pack box, that's what a 20-pack box costs because you get a free. You get a free.
How long did it take them to fix the fact that you could auction off the toppers?
Probably 5 minutes since there's only one up.
I thought there was like 1 Jalen Rose and 1 Derrick Rose up, but
gotcha.
Regardless, I think it's a really good thing because I mean we've talked about it a million times on this podcast, even so I don't want to beat a dead horse, but it's a good thing because I watched like JC 130 open up a box last night and he pulled literally nothing, but he still gets his Alonzo. You know what I mean? So it's not like you have a chance to not get anything, which is honestly great in my opinion. It might be even good for them financially too. It really might. I think more people are willing to open packs if they know they don't have a chance of just getting absolutely robbed. So it might work out for them, and I'll be happy if it does.
I really hope it works out
this
for them.
is gonna be like the future of how their packs are done, though.
I would love for that to be the case. I don't care.
I think a lot of people would, but I feel like
it all depends on how much money they made.
That's true.
I think they probably did well. I think that they're kind of catching 2 birds with 1 stone by doing it too, and that is taking away money that might be going to MT sites instead. And then also, if they ever do manage to get to the point where there's laws put in, they'll be like more prepared for getting around those laws if you're guaranteed to get a card when you buy it. So I think they're kind of catching 2 birds with 1 stone.
All I'm going to say is that I don't care that much about quote unquote pay to win, especially when it's like it is pay to win to an extent, but if you're good at the game, you're still, unless you're playing in the SPMM game, SPMM Unlimited, you're still going to win most of your games with budget cards.
I just kind of don't see what people even have to pay to win for. What are people trying to win now? Danny Granger? Like, you know, the only thing that could be considered, like, I don't understand. I really don't understand, like, what you're even trying to win right now at this point, because most of the cards that are good and reward cards, you don't have to win a bunch of games for. You just have to win a game and get lucky, because most of the good reward cards are just RNG based. So it's, you know,
pretty much all of them this season were. Realistically,
I mean, Siakam was fine or whatever, but Reggie Lewis was better. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure Siakam comes into my squad.
He doesn't come to mind
because he's a Raptor.
Yeah, but like I'm completely no money spent. I have 1 million empties sitting there in my collection.
That million from Braun still serving you well.
Hell yeah. Hell freaking yeah.
Have you restocked your Hoff badges too much yet, UBG?
I got like 7 of them.
Jalen Rose was surprisingly the one to badge up this weekend. I was stunned. I thought for sure the Juice Alonzos would be the most, but for whatever reason, the 30 plus Hoff badge Jalen Roses were going for like 3 mil to 4 mil, which was absolutely insane.
I mean, he is 6'8" at the point guard.
Yeah, I guess what it comes down to is
point guards.
Yeah, the market for people who buy 30 Hoff badge cards for millions of MT is smaller than people think. And that's why I always tell people, if you're going to gas up a card and sell it like that, don't do it on any day except the Friday that they come out, because by Saturday, the small pool of people who are willing to put that price up for a card is already bought what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you
But
get
then you're
burned.
risking even more. Because you're buying it at a higher price as well.
That part is true. You do buy it at a higher price. I screwed up so bad. I bought both of the roses for 400k, but that's just part of being a content creator, I guess. Wanted to show off the cards on Friday, you know? Didn't want to wait. Didn't want to make my community wait until Saturday.
Did your opinion change on Jalen? Because I know at first you weren't a big fan of him.
Yeah, no, he's incredible. It's just like you got to know what you get with him. Like, he runs with Kazi off the bench, and as a secondary option, he's amazing. And then Kazi just runs the show. But as a secondary, like 6'8", secondary ball handler with quick, he's great.
I seen he could play point guard. I see Ben on the horizon. No, I don't think he's far off. Like a 6'8" point guard now is 6'10", that much different.
Yeah, the only thing is though is that Ben's not going to be able. The first point guard Ben's not going to be able to shoot.
I don't know. It's 2K22.
I don't know. If they give him like a 60-something 3-ball on 22, like you can probably green with them.
That is true.
Yeah.
I was
Coach and Shoe,
he's gonna be up to a
like
60
really
mid-60s.
Dirty with like a 43 ball for you to like literally not be able to shoot with him. Would have to be low, very low.
I mean, people green with the Emerald one with the 55 3-ball. I saw somebody had a Twitter clip of them greening with the Emerald one. So,
have you not seen the video? Have you not seen Young Narrow's video?
What did he shoot? Like he made like 10,000.
No, look at his YouTube and see how many he made, and see how long it took him.
That's so long.
Yeah, I remember he was live for like
wasn't
months.
He using a gassed up Ben though?
No,
with like...
no, he wasn't.
Oh, he was using.
The game glitched. The game was glitching a few times on him, and he physically couldn't hit a shot.
I didn't know
he was just choking. There would be like 5-minute spells where the game would not let him hit a shot. He'd be green in 10 in a row. He'd green every single shot because he was shooting so much of them, and then he'd go 10-minute spells where he couldn't hit a shot because the game glitched. There was an actual glitch in the game.
100K.
I remember it kept showing up in my Twitch sidebar like 3 weeks straight, and it was always just the same title. It might have even taken longer than 3 weeks. It was just ridiculous.
That's wild. Is that time accurate? 342 hours?
Yeah.
Dude, there's no way.
Like, stay locked in for that.
I mean, at the end of the day, they were just chatting streams, essentially.
I know, yeah, but like even then, like just doing that on the side would just break me down so quick.
Because you
can't even play 2K regularly without breaking down.
You manually have to count them as well, right? I'm sure you probably had a hotkey to keep a tally. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, he does the most ridiculous challenges. Someone's got to do it. Like, he's got the lowest 3-ball in 2K. Base Shaq. Surely, he's got to be up there.
It's got to be 25. I just feel bad because the video hasn't really caught the algorithm yet. Anyways, I mean, it's not. Yeah, it hasn't paid off too much yet for him money wise.
He has had some of the most, outside of Troydan, he has had the most popular MyTEAM videos in years.
Yeah.
He was like super creative. Like I didn't even know who he was, and then like obviously he had some videos just catch the algorithm because he started showing up in like my recommendeds all the time. But he was like one of the most creative in the content he put out. But I
He's
don't know, it
he's
seems
the
like he's
most
stagnated lately. I don't know. I don't really keep up with his
yeah.
YouTube, so
He's the most creative. The only thing is though is I don't know what his watch time is. Like if his watch time is super super high, he's still making okay money.
Mhm.
He has 50 million views, like, which is not bad at all.
What's your total view count
Like between both channels, like 200 and something million.
Oh, okay.
But like I have uploaded like
Shout out to the
6.5.
professor. Is it the
Shout out to
professor?
Professor. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
shout out Professor. Shout out Julian Newman, man. Shout out Julian freaking Newman. Shout out Rob Bob. Rob Bobrovsky.
Rob Bob.
Every single time, every year I'd be like, oh, I need to get back into the algorithm. I've taken like 4 months off. I'd make a Rob Bob video.
What is happening to Rob Bob for the 9th time? Are you ever gonna
Yeah.
Are you gonna bring back the how good are they actually videos? Those are good.
I don't watch basketball enough though.
It's not like you watch
How
Rob
good is
Bob
Ty
play
Debo,
though.
actually?
Yeah, but that was in 2017, 2018.
You know, just drop like a how good is Ty Debo actually? Something.
I might do that. I might do that.
From the like
I
two
might do that as a
basketball
joke.
clips
Like
Jacob probably has.
I might make an April Fool's video called something stupid like that.
Well,
I need to plan the April Fool's Day video because I didn't do one last year.
Normally, like, is that a normal tradition for you? You always
No,
Oh,
well,
fun.
kind of. I didn't like back in the day in like 2K17.
Yeah. I know,
I mean,
obviously, for Halloween, you had like the AK mask stuff.
Oh, when I just
Then
titled the
right
video.
after-
Did I not just
Yeah.
title that video Halloween?
Yeah. You took a leaf out of Jacob's book when he was like done with content creation.
I was
Just started
Curry's
started like, titling things the most just lazy titles. New Zealand curry slide. Like just stop there.
I was just hitting my quota, man. I needed them MT boys to be satisfied with the video count, dude.
You got the one video a week, which is the most lazy titles, no editing going on.
It's funny because at the start of the year too, I was putting hours into my videos, and by the end of the year, I was like,
well, it was because you were left in limbo, right? Like they wouldn't monetize you, so you were just like, whatever.
yeah.
Some lazy videos. I think that should just be your brand going forward.
Oh my god.
I was like peak Jacob on YouTube. Broken man.
What was the video complaining about 2K DB's cards, custom cards?
Custom cards. 2KDB custom card art page is completely ruined.
My personal favorite was like, what was it, like 25 minutes about absolutely nothing? Something along those lines.
Yeah, I made a 20-minute long MyTEAM video about nothing. I came home from the beach and was like half in the bag and just like hit record and started chatting.
What video was that?
It's titled, I made a 20-minute long MyTEAM video about nothing.
What year is that? 2K22 or 21?
21. It was like this past summer.
I also love this one, the MyTEAM pump and dump. Like, you really thought that was going to take off. You really thought that was going to work.
That was such a bad idea. That was such a bad idea.
Oh, I just love these titles. And there's like no thumbnail or anything. Like this one, Algo, and it's just like a screenshot of the sliders.
Oh my god.
That was me trying to hit quota, man. I was just trying to hit quota.
I found that so funny.
Yeah. Position locks is just Pokashevsky.
Yeah.
Bull. No money spent. NMS. My team in July, a picture of Iron Man on a card. Oh my god.
I was actually creative for him back then, actually putting something in a thumbnail that wasn't just like an in-game face or something.
Oh, I definitely stole that picture off the MyTEAM database custom card art and just slapped a border on it.
You don't understand like the amount of custom cards I just take from that website.
They're also nice about it too. I'm surprised that they don't get salty about it and be like, "Oh, you're using my thumbnail, your art in the thumbnail or something." They're always
credit, like, or do you? Are you nice enough to give credit?
I definitely don't. If I see like a watermark, I'll be like, "Oh, that's a Sanyo. Nice, good work, man." But they'll like DM me and be like, "Hey, thanks for using my art in your thumbnail." And I would expect the opposite. Like people DMing me and be like, "Why'd you use my card in your thumbnail?" But they're always really nice. All the custom card art people are nice.
That's what I'd be like. Demand $10 or I'll issue a cease and desist.
Cease and desist.
Scammers get scammed.
They don't have the rights to anything in the thing, so they can't do that.
Yeah, they have no right to it.
But you know, there'd be some chump that you'll be able to threaten and get away with it. They might just cash up you $10.
Jeez, I remember that. I remember one of the videos from you last year. The day my team became unrealistic. That was the day when
Brandon
Jennings and Brandon Jennings were the first two diamonds in the game.
Yeah, I mean, we had seen like Dunk the Funk packs in like 2K15, but that was definitely the first time where they just gave like a player without a good resume a good card, essentially, because the Dunk the Funk packs, it was like, yeah, unrealistic, but it was still like Daryl Dawkins and Blake Griffin and like people who actually
they weren't even high overalls. Like Daryl Dawkins and stuff was like an 85 overall. It's just that he had 99 speed. They just gave them 99 speed and 99 dunk.
Yep.
And it was back when lateral quickness, speed, and there was no speed with ball stats, so it kind of was mad.
Yeah, that was definitely when that was foreshadowing at its finest right there when they dropped those cards.
Speaking of YouTube, who did you choose as your point guard? Like, who would you choose if you were to pick the best of those four?
I think for like everybody else, like the greater majority would be Lonzo, but for me, it's just Derrick Rose entirely because I'm a fiend for dribbling. But I think Lonzo is just the most well-rounded for sure.
Oh God! Imagine I had this D Rose in month one. Oh God, I'd never lose.
Dale would have qualified in first qualifiers and then been smacked. Smacked by now. Just the worst.
Oh yeah, by now I'd be getting flooded by literally anyone. But God, if there was just a shooting D Rose in that first month, I'd be dropping 50 with him every game.
Quals are the 20th, aren't they?
18th, right?
Or 18th, sorry. No, 19th.
19th, yeah. 19th. The 19th. Not this weekend, but next, yeah.
And then the following weekend is the start of the new season. Then the following weekend after that's the tournament?
Yep. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
The tournament is, like, we're a month away from the tournament. That is going to be such a fun weekend.
Yeah.
What date is it? Isn't it like Paddy's Day weekend, or am I wrong?
I think that's the final.
The week before. Imagine. It's sacrilege. It probably will be. It's a Sunday.
At least.
Disaster.
One thing I will never forgive is the Americans calling Paddy's Day St. Patty's Day.
I don't know where that started. It's unforgivable.
No, it's either if you're gonna put Saint in, just say St. Patrick's Day. You're not like St. Patty instead.
I think it's just because Patrick has a T and not a D, so they're just like it's obviously Paddy's, is what they're saying, but. Paddy's Day.
I know. If you're gonna say I'm more annoyed about the fact that if you're gonna say Saint, just say St. Patrick. You're not even like, it's not even more syllables. I wonder what player they're gonna give out for St. Patrick's Day this year.
They didn't do anything last year.
Who did they do last year?
Robert Williams.
Oh,
Robert Williams.
I remember you streamed, didn't you, that day, expecting
last year with a bunch of Celtics players, or no? Am I wrong? Might be wrong. Or around that week.
They had Idols. Kevin Garnett was that Friday. But like KG,
had
Paul
to drop
Pierce,
that.
Iguodala for some reason.
I don't know. This Paddy's Day, why don't you just give us a real Hondo? Not John Havlicek. Give us Hondo.
Zero
Why
size
don't you
up
give us
based on
why don't you give us Pat Burke?
I mean, yeah, that would be the logical one, wouldn't it? But I just don't see that ever happening. Ever.
Marty Conlon. Give us freaking Pat Connaughton.
Is
Does he
he?
have Irish
Like there is
roots?
no
I
there
guess
is
he has
no
an
like he
Irish
does.
name.
He's yeah, he could play for our national team if he wants. But like no way are you gonna have the name freaking Connaughton and not be Irish. You're gonna have something to Ireland.
Has Pat Burke ever been in a 2K? I'm assuming he probably has.
Yeah, like up to like
maybe
2K7,
then.
2K8.
Yeah, didn't play back then, so that's like I'm assuming that he was in it at some point. I feel like they probably wouldn't. Surely they wouldn't have to pay much for his rights, right? Early.
Pat Burke, I doubt it. Like someone said Pat Burke played 7 minutes. Like, do you guys know how many minutes Yuta Tabuse, how many minutes Ha Sung Jin played in the NBA? Like,
It's the same
How many
thing.
minutes did Wang Jiji play?
Wang Zhi actually played, I think. He
Okay.
played a bit. But like those two guys, like Rod played more minutes, more ball than both of those guys.
Who was Yuta? Who was he signed by?
Yuta
Drafted
Tabuse,
even.
I think it was the Suns, but like he only played a couple of NBA games.
I think it was
Yeah.
4 or 5.
I mean,
wasn't
all
it?
those names
Yeah.
I don't recognize. Like
I think we're gonna see Satham Singh sometime this year.
another name that's just completely lost on me.
Yeah.
I think he's like the
No,
first
Jake.
Indian player to ever be drafted in the NBA. I don't think I'm not sure if he played a game.
Yeah, Yuta Boost played 17 minutes in the NBA. 1 for 6. He made 1 basket, a couple free throws.
I will.
Great stat
I will say it's 17 more minutes than most people play.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a nice payout for 17 minutes. I'm sure he got paid.
First ever Japanese
Those could
players.
have
He's
been,
still a god over there.
your 17 minutes when you declared for the draft and
When I declared for the draft, yeah, in 2017, undrafted,
2017.
unrestricted free agent, Mick Curley.
Yeah, Yuta Boost got paid $108,000 for 17 minutes. That's nice. That's
Unreal.
That's a pretty good ratio right there.
Yeah.
I love
Did
the
he
fact.
go on to play in like China or something after, or no?
Oh, I'm sure he did.
Just, just would imagine, right?
Let me see. I'm sure he did. Oh, he's still playing today.
Oh well, there you go.
41 years old. He's still on our
Ages.
team.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gotta be pushing in those years now.
Is Ijian Lian still playing? I assume he is.
And out.
The great chair
Ijian
workout.
Lian.
Oh, I've never. Thai butchering his name is painful.
Yeah, he plays for the Guangdong Southern Tigers.
I'm pretty sure
Women's
they're
basketball
a powerhouse
association.
in the CBA,
Yeah,
aren't they?
and he's from Guangdong as far as I'm aware.
Oh yeah, he's still putting up 20 a night over there.
Yeah.
He's tough. He putting up 20 a night still. At what age? At 37, putting up 20 a night.
Oh, wait, one of the videos that like shows up when you Google him. Is he really called the next Yao Ming at the time? I obviously have never heard of him.
No.
Alright, well that's just the videos. Clearly clickbait in there. What happened to the quote unquote next Yao Ming?
They thought he was going to be legit though. Like obviously you can't call him the next Yao Ming because they thought like he was like a unicorn. They thought he was going to be like. They thought he was like a big man, a 7-footer with guard skills, who shot the lights out and could actually handle it. Basically, the way Cat is now, they thought that he was going to be something like that. They thought he was a unicorn, like.
Pretty comparable in 2K. I put Cat and Yi in same tier on 2K. Makes sense.
Yeah,
You know
Cat's
what's even
obviously.
You know what's actually crazy too? Yi's size up in 2K. It's the size up of a random WNBA player.
WNBA who never played in the WNBA.
Played one
So
season.
he only played one season.
In
played one
2019.
season.
How did she
Yeah.
have her own size up? That's my question. Where did it come from? Because they didn't start doing size ups named after players until this year. Like, they just had this animation mocap into the game for multiple years and never used it. Like, I don't know how that works at all.
But like of all people, like
Yeah, it's like Kazola or something. I was like, who?
I don't know how to pronounce the first name, but Cazorla, or Cazorla. Like, a 24-year-old Spanish player who played one season in the WNBA. And is currently playing in Spain.
We can give out her size of
Is
the
the
cards.
size of any good though? That's what we all want to know. Is it glitchy?
Pretty mid. I mean, it's what you would expect for a size up from a WNBA player that played one season.
Like, I was literally flicking through. I remember when I was doing the Worth It video. I was like, Cazorla, like, what the hell is this? I was like, oh, that's a random former WNBA player.
Yeah.
Who is now back in Europe. Like, I don't get it.
Lord forbid they give Derrick Rose size up to someone, but, you know, he can slap that on him.
In her first season back in Europe, she averaged 4 points per game. So
dominating the European basketball scene.
A bang average professional basketball player. Like, say, obviously, when I mean bang average for a like pro player or bang average player in that league. In a league that's not even the WNBA.
Is she the only one that has her own size up from the WNBA in the game, or is there more like Candace and stuff? I don't know.
There has to be more.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of WNBA
animations.
Really, if you go to the jump shot creator on My Career or whatever, you see quite a few like Sue Bird base or whatever stuff like that. They're never good things though.
We need WNBA players.
Well, the size ups are in the game. We have Candace Parker as a coach. The next logical step is literally being able to use them.
Imagine if they like, where are they drawing the line? Like,
right there, I guess. That's where the line's drawn, I guess.
No, but what I mean is, like, sure, like they will literally want to do everything with WNBA players except actually let us use them. Like, they section them off. Like,
if you want to use them, you got to go, level up your player there in the W. You know, so that's where you got to go to get your WNBA fix, I guess.
Like,
I don't know anyone who's touched that mode.
Like, there is no reason. Like, why can you not just make a female my player?
I feel like...
Because then they would have to... Yeah, I mean, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to. Like, you could still have this... Could you have the same story? Probably. See no reason why it wouldn't work.
Yeah, and like, if the players are small, whatever, like, give yourself... Like, you can easily make a freaking Brittany Griner build. And like, who the hell cares?
Brittany Griner,
who the hell cares if you're dropping 150 points in my career?
Everyone's going to be running around with their drippy Addison Rae face creations. Be honest here. We've already seen what the courts are like.
Yeah, like NBA Live did it, and you could literally make whatever gender my player you wanted.
That's what I was going to say. I know NBA Live, you can make female my players.
I wish the NBA weren't so bad at their license. As in, like, if you look at, say, there's like obviously Pro Evolution Soccer. They're making 2 new football games called UFL and Goal. They're like these free to play football games. But they have all the licensed players. But because of the NBA, we're never going to see another NBA Live game again. Because they're not NBA Live never released an NBA Live. Or never released another NBA Live that costs money. And the NBA won't let them release it for free.
Aren't EA supposed to be losing the FIFA licensing as well? That's what I heard.
It's just a name. It's just a name.
I don't know. I think it's time for This Is Football to make a comeback.
This is football. Oh my god!
What is that?
Greatest football game there's ever been.
What is it?
It is the best football game
unless
ever.
You played it. Greatest football game they've ever made.
You could dive. There was a dive button and a 2-foot tackle button. You could 2-foot people.
So it was kind of like sort of like, did you guys ever hear of MLB Slugfest?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like it was an actual soccer game.
Yeah, it's not like
one of those games. It's an actual soccer game, but it just had these mad things in it. Like, They were like, "Oh, we're trying to be realistic, so we're gonna let you dive. We're trying to be realistic, so we're gonna let you 2-foot people."
Yeah, they basically took all the parts of like what would be considered like dirty play in football and let you do it in the game. It's so
Like
fun.
you get punished.
So fun. Well, sometimes if you were good with the old dives, now you would win a few fake penalties. You know, you just have
Imagine
to be good with the
Imagine being
timing.
like online. Imagine if that was online and you could dive to get. Imagine if you could dive to win online.
I would love that game to make a comeback. That game was so good.
It was so bad. There's a reason why
So good.
it was. We
So
have
good.
nostalgia. Those games were so bad.
Don't talk to me. I played that more than I played FIFA.
So did So did I because they were always on really good big sales. Like 1 week after the game would come out, it would be €20.
There's no one to buy them.
Yeah.
You were either a FIFA or a PES head back then.
Yeah. This is,
That game so
do you remember
much.
when there used to be like NBA The Inside? It was like NBA 08. Sony used to make them.
Yeah, there used to be so many. There would be NBA Inside Drive, the ones that would just be titled like NBA 2008, NBA Live. There was NBA Courtside. There was even Kobe had his own random game one time. It was called like Kobe Bryant Basketball. There used to be like 4 basketball games dropped each year from like 2003 to 2008. There was like 5 basketball games every year that came out.
I mean, most of them were terrible, but still.
Some
yeah,
of
but
them
once you
were-
factor in nostalgia, the worst can seem like the best. There was like wasn't there like an ESPN basketball game? At one
ESPN
point?
basketball
No,
was just
2K,
2K4.
that's 2K.
2K4. Yeah, they just like scrapped the
Oh,
name
was
for
it?
a year and then they
Yeah.
were just like, okay, we're back to normal.
Gotcha.
But NBA Inside Drive was innovative. That's where like 2K stole their camera angle from. Pretty much. They still have the drive cam on 2K actually. That's when I started playing not on broadcast way back in the day in like 2005 because that camera angle is obviously the superior camera angle for a basketball game.
Was the drive camera? Was that the angle that they randomly went to in the Ty versus Splash game and no one knew what was happening?
No, that was the rail cam. The drive cam isn't even bad. Essentially what the drive cam is, it's just 2K cam, but when the ball swings to the hash, the camera kind of goes that direction too. So it's like,
Oh, people use that. I've seen like good players use that camera.
yeah, it's not bad at all. Like the drive cam is not terrible at all. It's probably if I couldn't use 2K cam, I'd use that or 2K low. Those are like the 3 I could play on. Everything else is crazy. The rail cam, I'm pretty sure, is what they went to on the stream. That's like I don't understand. Like, who's in the production room? Just like, you know what these guys really want right now in the middle of a biggest MyTEAM game of the year? The rail cam. Like, who does that?
It's not that. It's like they don't. The people in the marketing side of all of these don't know anything about 2K. So like they're just there like, oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna bring on NBA players. Oh, the fans are gonna want to see NBA players. No, they're not. No, they're not. I'm gonna be dead serious. If they want, they're gonna get the way they can get viewers. As I'll say them again, pay me. They want viewers, pay me. But like they have no idea. It's the same even with a little bit with the 2K League. Like the 2K League were considering going back to broadcast camera because they said, "Oh no, that's how real basketball is." It's like, no, you don't want real basketball fans. You want fans of the game.
Right. I've turned on the 2K League when they used to show it on ESPN at my house. My whole family's basketball fans, but they didn't watch it. You know, like they were just like, okay, Jacob's watching this 2K League. Like we're big basketball fans, but we don't know what the hell's going on, so we're not watching.
No, like they try like as much as it is a sport, it is about basketball. Why the hell would a basketball fan watch an NBA 2K League game when he can just watch basketball?
Right. They can do so much more with the 2K League. They need to have all those players mic'd up too. That would make it so much better. Yeah. Splash mic'd up. You can't tell me that people would watch if people were mic'd up. I think like I really do because there are some characters in the league.
When you say the league should be mic'd up, that's what you meant. Let's be honest.
Right. Have you actually heard what some of these people actually say in the league? Have you heard some of the stuff that comes out of people's mouths in pro games?
Yeah,
You like
videos from like the
All-Star
game.
I think getting it for trying to put it on like mainstream TV was dumb as well, because that's not the audience. Like, young people don't watch TV anymore.
When did they try put the league on TV?
Put on
20.
ESPN at one
Yeah, they
stage.
put it on ESPN in 20. I was watching Pro 8 Tween Spam on ESPN2 on my parents' TV in the living room.
Jesus Christ.
I love how that
Good luck
season they
to
banned
that
Pro
did.
2, so everyone just started using Pro 8.
They banned Pro 2? That's so... Pro 8 was better by a lot. I mean, maybe Pro 2 is a little better for 300, but I don't think so.
I mean, even if they banned that, they would have used the, what was the tween? The,
Normal 2. Wiseman Tween.
normal 2. Yeah, Wiseman tween.
Yeah. People would have kept doing it.
That game was so bad. Like, people dribbling the ball through their legs up the floor. You couldn't stop them.
Fun. It was fun. I ain't gonna lie, it was fun.
It got us through what might be the toughest time in a lot of our lives. But the game was so bad.
I would have went insane if lockdown happened now, though, and I had to cope with 2K22. Imagine just being locked inside your house all day and the only outlet you have is getting your head mashed in on 2K22. That would be brutal.
Oh.
I mean, the fun factor was there for 20. I don't care what anyone says. It was obnoxious, but the fun factor was there.
I will say 20 was fun when you played a bot.
Oh yeah,
when you were just there, when you could just 3-hunt with Glenn Rice.
Yeah, just run around in a circle, flick down, shoot.
You got a lot of bots in 20 because there was no skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah, and everyone was playing the game for the first time.
Yep. So many noobs because of quarantine.
Yeah. But it's like, I don't even know if I'm good at 2K or not anymore. I'm pretty sure I am.
Oh, I'm horrendous now, but that's because I don't really play it anymore. Like, I played one 5v5 game in the past week against Chandler just to play it. And, like, I am the definition of someone whose only method of off-ball sitting on a center. I don't have rotations in me anymore. I can't be bothered to learn them. I mean, I know how to do them, but... my fingers don't want to make the movements anymore.
I'm losing it there. We're getting old. We don't have the reaction time anymore.
Yeah, that's long gone. It's long gone.
Like,
I can't compete on all those games anymore. All those competitive games.
Yeah, you guys can't make it. There's so many players in the 2K League that are like 27. Can't be making those excuses.
I know, but these 16, 17-year-olds are getting way better.
Yeah, they can have that. I had a fun childhood.
And when you're able to just sit at home after school and just study the ties and the splashes and the Isaacs, you just gotta.
It's
you're
over.
Be a dog.
Yeah.
Were either using the Twitter or Twitter Spaces where the 2K League players were complaining about their pay?
I was in there for like 2 seconds, but I left pretty quickly. I just heard someone saying like, I've been in here since season 1 and been here for 3 years and I get paid the same amount as like a rookie, and they're just like pissed about that.
Yeah, I know they're not paid like an absurd amount.
You get paid if you win. You get like
you get paid if you win. You get paid a lot if you win.
That leads to the discussion of how much esports players should be played, because there's a lot of.
I mean, it's one of the only esports where they get a guaranteed salary from their league, though. But it's like the big thing is that as much as I hate to admit it, the players don't have any leverage, because if every single 2K League player boycotted, they would just get a whole bunch of new players in, and the viewership wouldn't change because the viewership is just view bots anyway. No one watches 2K. No one watches it anyway. So if you replace every single player with a whole bunch of new players, it's not going to affect the viewership because everything's botted views.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely.
I've probably watched maybe like 3 full league games in my life.
No, it's so bad. It's so horrible to watch. I watched
Splash.
MyTEAM.
I watched Splash play in the league just because I love Splash, but that's it.
I think Pro is painful to watch.
It can be fun if it's a close game. Like when we watched the Wizards vs. Jazz, it was decently fun for the finals, but regular season, nah.
Do any of you remember
let's not
during the
forget how many people loved watching us against Cyprus, comeback of dreams. Game of the day. Oh, but what were we gonna say?
Were any of you remembering on Twitter when after the tie versus Splash game, the pro-am guys go mad being like, oh, if 2K gave us a 250k tournament, we'd at least pull in 100,000 concurrent viewers. I'm like,
No, they would
who
not.
do you? I'm like, what?
They do
What?
have
Unless,
that.
like,
They do have a 250k
you have the
tournament.
2K league and nobody watched because they mentioned how many viewers they get in the 2K. They were like, oh, the 250k final gets around the same amount of viewers as like the 250k or say the 2K league normal games. I'm like, they're all view botted. Nobody watches.
Yeah, look at the chat. Look at the chat in your stream when there's 10,000 in there for 250 final, and then look at the chat on the 2K league stream. Like, it's night and day.
It's my chat during the 250 final when we had like 13. I think we peaked like 13,000 at one stage. That chat was going mental.
Yeah. Like for like the post-it games and stuff like that, it was literally a whole page of the chat was filling up every couple seconds. It almost looked like a Aiden Ross type of chat.
Yeah, there was only about 4,000 or 5,000 in there for the post-up games.
It was still going insane. I remember the chat just being absolute spam.
Yeah, especially when you're watching something and something big happens.
Right.
Like, the chat's always going to go crazy if there's people in the chat. Like, someone will hit a game winner in the 2K league and 3 people will respond with OMG. 3 people would spam emojis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to even think because Pro-Am obviously they had that Vegas tournament recently. I don't know what the viewership numbers were for that. I was in there a little bit.
Now, what I will say, if they had a 250k park stream, and they had like if they came up with like kind of like the idea they made before, say they did a park big tournament, and it was like one pro player, one content creator, and one NBA player on every team.
They've done that. Did
that pull views? I feel like it would.
No, it didn't.
Surprised, because like I would think Park would probably be like the easiest game mode to pull mass viewers on, because I think that's the biggest base of players. The pro-am base is small.
It's not surprisingly enough. Like if you look at these massive Park YouTubers, like the likes of like Cole the Man, Hank the Tank, they come onto Twitch and they're pulling in 200 concurrents if even. Shake started streaming this year and is consistently pulling in 500-600 concurrent.
Yeah. I mean, I know that there's a couple of them like Mo Buckets or whatever they can get over 800.
Yeah, like he's a streamer, like.
Yeah.
Like as in,
and he's the top one. He is the top one. He pulls like 800-900 that I see. It's just crazy to me though that some of those guys do only pull in like 100 to 200, because that's like my number. It's crazy to me that I get like as many views on Twitch now as Poor Boy Sin, and I don't say that to be egotistical at all. It's just literally insane to me, because 2 years ago I thought like those guys were like mini celebrities.
Yeah, we're not. We are not celebrities. God, no, we are not celebrities.
There's definitely a few who'd have the ego to think they are.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, if you surround, if you surround yourself with people who basically will treat you like you're a celebrity, you'll begin to think it.
I mean, some of them have, if you're like a Flight Reacts type of dude.
Yeah, Flight is a celebrity.
Yeah, Flight can't go to a gas station without getting recognized, I'm sure. Especially since Flight has such like a unique like presence to him.
Flight, Aiden Ross, Cash, 2 hype guys. They're famous. Like those guys are famous. DBG is not.
I mean, you did get a Stan letter, and people did record you playing pickup once, so it's not like you're. It's not like you're
get recognized,
a nobody.
Rarely get recognized. That's not famous. That's a couple of people watch my videos and recognize me. That's not famous. If I actually was famous and I had some I would have. It would mean I have something to lose. I would not be on stream right now at midnight wearing a Snuggie.
That's just on brand,
It's just on brand.
It is
on brand.
That's going back to the DBG roots right there.
Did famous birthdays wish you a happy birthday?
Yeah, of course they did.
Yeah, then you're a celebrity in my book. Sorry.
I'm more. Oh, Dale. According to famous birthdays, I'm more famous than Brian O'Driscoll.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
More
that's how that
famous than
works.
Brian
Sure,
O'Driscoll.
that's true.
More famous than Robbie Keane.
I don't know who those guys are, and I know who
Not
DBG
a lot
is,
of
so
youngsters-
sounds
yeah,
fair.
Well, you wouldn't. They're Irish national legends. No,
I'm trying to
a
think.
lot of youngsters probably wouldn't know Bod is God. Robbie Keane.
I am the number 35 most famous YouTube star born in Ireland. Number 13 sports news creator. I'm almost as famous as Adam McCullough from Kickoff. Let's see who else. Let's see who else is in my thing. Am I more famous than? I'm one spot below Rob Lipsett. Freaked Rob Lipsett.
If I could do a comparison on that website, it'd be like, who am I more famous than?
No, I wish you could. That would be funny.
Yeah,
That'd
I
be
was
funny.
gonna say, like, you should just be able to do that.
Yeah, I'm the. Oh, Ice Poseidon has the same birthday as me.
Did you get scammed by his coins by chance, DBG?
I was literally about to say that. I was like, he's scamming everybody now. His reaction to that was the best. It's like, oh, so you stole all the money. Yeah, but I'm looking after myself. I'm not paying it back.
Yeah, I mean, it's like part of me wants to appreciate the honesty, but the other part of me just like doesn't comprehend how stupid you are for that. Like, I guess I don't know. I don't even know the legality behind that. Is it illegal to do a pump and dump crypto scheme and get rich from it? Is that illegal?
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
I don't think there's much regulation on that, so I think he might be scot-free. If he's stepping away scot-free, like, I guess. It's a terrible thing to do, but...
Oh my god, Crashy Lion is on famous birthdays. Do you guys remember Crashy Lion?
Why does that sound...
I've never even heard of him.
Why does that sound so familiar?
Every year he used to fake that he had the new 2K game.
Yeah. I do remember this guy. He's like the biggest clickbaiter, right? Like, ever.
Him and Hansi, they're the last. They're, in terms of the 2K famous chart, they are Hansi's 48, Crashy Lion's 47, Ambish is 46. I don't know who J Rain is at 45. There's like K Spade, who worked for EA, is like 43. LD is 39. I'm surprised LD is that low. Corzemba is 15. That's a surprise. I'm solid in there.
For all these names.
I'm 25. 3 spots ahead of Mr. Canada.
You and Jake neck and neck race.
I'll take that.
It's Jacob's next goal is to get onto famous birthdays.
That's pretty much the last goal I have with content creation is get on famous birthdays. Once I do that, I'm done. I'm out of here.
I always go down the rabbit hole seeing what these ridiculous sites say. What does it say my net worth is?
A couple of mil.
DBG is a net worth of 1.18 million. I wish.
He's on the ball there with a couple mil.
I wish. Every single net worth guessing is either way too low or way too high. There's no in between.
Yeah.
Wait, is DBG single? Datingcelebs.com. DBG YouTuber 25 years old. DBG is currently single according to our records. As of 2022, DBG is not dating anyone. DBG is 25 years old. According to celebs couples, DBG had at least one relationship previously. That is wrong. He has not been previously engaged. DBG is turning 26 this any days. 1 second. There has to be something funny. DBG's girlfriends. He had at least one relationship previously. Not true. DBG has not been previously engaged. We are currently in the process of looking up information on his previous dates and hookups.
I'd love to know where they just get their information.
Yeah, where are they looking? Like, what? Where are they looking? Like,
Online rumors of DBG's dating past may vary. While it's relatively simple to find out who's dating DBG, it's hard to keep track of all his flings, hookups, and breakups. It's even harder to keep every celebrity dating page and relation time update. If you see any information about DBG is dated, wrong, bad English, please let us know.
All right, everyone needs to go report a fling or hookup to a celebrity
I couldn't
dating
care less.
for DBG.
I couldn't care less. Make it as ridiculous as we possibly can.
Yeah,
Make it as ridiculous.
Go report some flings to, what is it, celebritydating.com.
Yeah, I'm gonna be celebritydating.com's inside source from now on.
Datingcelebs.com. Like, oh, why is this a website?
Or you'd be surprised, like the amount of people that are just like obsessed with like celebrities and their lives is actually like scary.
Oh, they actually have my height somewhat correct. They say I'm like, well, I'm like 6'1.5". They say I'm 6'2". They used to say I was 4'5".
4'5".
Yeah.
I bet if you just report anything to those sites, they probably just post it. Honestly, I'm sure they do. Yeah,
of course they will. Oh, it's so, these sites are so funny. Wait, I want to see, are you on any of these, Jacob?
I doubt it.
Unbeatable Jacob net worth. No, I think it's when you get added to famous birthdays, they start.
That's when they start tracking you.
I think that's when they start, yeah. Famous birthdays is always the first one.
How big do I have to get on famous birthdays? I want to be on there. It makes me feel good about myself. What do I have to do?
I think what I got, they put me on in like 2017.
2017. Well, I'm gonna have to
those YouTube subscribers, or
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start clickbaiting on YouTube to get on there. It sucks.
Kind of on TikTok or something.
I tried to post my first TikTok of my KD snipe and it flopped. I was told that TikTok was the easiest place to get views. Not for me.
Yeah. You posted one.
One and done. It didn't go to the moon, so I'm retired.
We also didn't even edit it properly. Like the aspect ratio is all fucked up.
I want to start making TikTok videos and getting into arguments with people on TikTok.
TikTok beefs.
Yeah.
The MyTEAM community is hilarious on TikTok. There's like people that no one knows who like will post stuff like, I'm better than Ty Debo, and then like post some clips and be like, DMs open for wagers and stuff like that. It's actually hilarious. Him's used to go on there and troll.
The amount of times they just talk so much crap about me and I just respond with lol. And they're like, oh my god, I'm such a big fan. I'm like, Jesus Christ. They're like, it's... I know, I was going to say Reddit's fine. Reddit's just old heads. That other 2K forum, though. The cesspit.
I haven't been on there in a minute.
Since the thread?
Since the thread, I ain't been on there.
I've never laughed so much at that, where it was like...
2K forum in months.
That was so funny, though. I just remember I called this cesspit on this stream, was like, oh, the place is horrible. So they responded by making like personal insults at all three of us in an entire fucking couple of hundred comment thread. Just going in, and I was like, "You've literally proved my point."
I was just mad that Dale was catching strays. Yeah,
I never understood that one.
I could deal with I can see the reasoning. DBG says that their favorite sites at cesspit, they get mad at DBG. Okay, if I'm gonna catch a couple strays, it was on my channel. Okay, whatever. But why is Dale catching strays? He's just chilling. He's just chilling in the top right corner, just hanging out.
I'm associated.
Guilty by association, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
it's where it all goes wrong.
That is one of the things I will have to say though, is that I do have the most, and it is my fault why I have the most toxic fans.
What do you think caused it? Why do you think it's your fault?
Because I clap back at them. I use it to my advantage. I hate viewer as a viewer. Like in all of these situations, like obviously it's a little bit different. I'm reading stats and stuff, but in any of these situations where it's like me playing against Ty or with my interactions with other people, I want to make sure that people are going to click and watch me. I don't care if they're watching me because they want to see me lose. I don't care if they're in here into my chat giving me abuse. I just care that they're in there. So it's going to bring a lot of that, Will. It's going to bring a lot of that. So.
Well, it worked
You
out.
never got hate raided. I don't think you did anyway, did you? I don't think you've ever been victim of a hate raid.
No.
Did that happen to you,
What?
Jacob?
Like
Someone
small ones, like small little ones. I remember one time, like
a weird time on Twitch.
Yeah, it was one time I had like a small one back when I had like 20 viewers or something like that, but it was nothing. It was a big deal at all, like whatsoever. Just ban a few people and then they just go away.
Yeah, like I don't really care because I can say whatever, hate raid all I want. Me versus Ty Debo was worse than hate. Was probably worse than hate raid.
When Cam Reddish beat you, that was grim.
Cam Reddish, yeah. I didn't even look.
That was just
the best. The best was like I wasn't even I didn't read my chat the whole game. I didn't know what was being said, and I was like, "Oh, this is definitely getting bad." I'm not reading chat. I played the game. There's like 4,000 viewers. Apparently giving me abuse. I look at my Twitter and I'm getting like DMs from like Jazz, Nate, and a few others being like, "I saw your chat. Are you okay?" A fucking message from Ty being like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even read my chat. I have no idea what was said. I have absolutely no idea. That's the one thing is like I don't like everything that any sort of hate, any sort of abuse I get is abuse towards DBG. Like DBG and Mick Curdy are not the same person, so I really don't care.
It's a good way to look at it. It's a good way to look at it for sure.
I mean, you have to look at things that way. You've seen like to be able to take the amount of abuse that I take and not turn into Wings of Redemption. You gotta have a bit of a more positive outlook on it.
When you're ready to retire, can you just please have a Wings of Redemption implosion? Just end on that note. Whenever the content creation retirement is coming, just please.
I'll get someone to start sniping me a few times in a row, and so one of you better be in chat to say, "Have you tried appearing offline?"
Yo, I will be ready for that day.
Oh my god, that would be.
That'll come after the DSP style of e-begging. That's
e-begging. Oh, I need that money. I need that money.
People pay him like $50 just to put on like a vest.
The Snuggie. It's gonna be a Snuggie stream. We hit $100. I put on the Snuggie.
You need to go into like crippling debt over mobile games though before so the begging comes from a place of like desperation.
The
fact that they think that is genuinely the main reason why he's in debt is so funny. He's addicted to mobile games.
Yeah, he spent like I don't know, like 25,000 on like the WWE mobile game or something ridiculous. It's just nuts.
I used to watch both of those when like back in 2010.
So did I. They were huge. They were like he was the go-to guy for like playthroughs, and Wings was just like, and it was just Wings, you know. You just watched Wings.
You just knew who Wings was because he was one of the biggest, and like he was infamous for camping and just being like a redneck, pretty much. Like,
I actually liked his commentary though. Like he actually was.
No, Wings is actually a dude. Like, Wings is actually very interesting, like person. Honestly, he's more interesting than 99% of content creators, just because you always feel like he's about to say something just completely out of pocket because he normally does. It's like
his streams are so bad. His streams are so bad right now.
I have not tuned into a.
I'm just mad I'm banned in there. I'm just annoyed because I'm banned in there, so I don't go in there anymore.
Did you say appearing offline won't stop it or something to that effect?
No. Back when he used to stream on Twitch, I would like say like dumb stuff, but then once he moved to YouTube, I didn't say anything like out of like crazy that would have got me banned. I don't know why. It just happened.
Did someone not recognize your name? Did someone not recognize you and he banned you?
Yeah, I know like Trelly was like donating him like $2 and saying like when you're not live, I watch Unbeatable Jake. Like you're only watching you because Unbeatable Jake wasn't live or something, because like he knows that like I watch him. So I don't know.
Oh my god.
Unreal. It's a rite of passage being banned from. I haven't been banned from Wings of Redemption's chat actually.
Neither have I, but I also never go in there. So
No, I've never
if I do, I'm
typed
probably
because
not talking.
he.
He
I'm
doesn't
not
really
going to troll
reach.
the guy. He already has.
He
He
doesn't
already
reach
has a hard
chat.
time.
He doesn't reach chat much. There was one time back in his peak days of like 2017 when I said something that I won't even admit to saying because it was pretty bad, and he read it and he just went off his rocker. He was like, "Dude, it's so disrespectful. He would never say that to me in real life." Like, I don't even know why you
I'm
read
gonna
it.
have to hear this story off stream.
It was a pretty
Yeah,
bad thing that I shouldn't have
would.
said, but honestly, like with him, I just truthfully don't care.
I want to know.
I was about to
what
say,
was
oh, you
going
could
on.
run away, but I forgot he does have a lot of guns. Like he is the most
Yeah.
as in like the down the rabbit hole things. Like looking at his career is one of the most interesting things ever. Like the guy is genuinely extremely interesting.
Yeah.
100%.
But have you seen what they've got people doing now? People got a load of cameos. And they're getting people to congratulate, to send videos congratulating him on beating his
He did
surgery.
surgery. Yeah.
He beat the weight loss surgery.
No.
It's like, it's so bad, but it's also like, it's the fact he's not in on the joke. It's so bad, but I'm sorry, it's so funny.
I have no remorse. I can definitely laugh. Like, from a high level view, you don't want to laugh at somebody for the reasons why you laugh at him, but since he's such a bad person in general,
He's a horrible person. So
yeah, exactly. So it's so easy to laugh at it. So it's just hilarious to me that the dude literally flew to Mexico to get a cheaper weight loss surgery, got his stomach cut out, and then put all the weight back on plus some in the matter of 2 years. Like, you know how sad that is? Like,
it's so impressive. It's like, that's actually impressive.
The only way you could do it is by drinking a bunch of soda. That's literally it. Because your stomach's too small to handle food. Is literally the only way.
How do you beat weight loss? Oh my god! Like,
no.
he did you see when they made like a fake CNN page and said he was a journalist that was kidnapped in Afghanistan?
Yeah.
And like everyone started like retweeting it.
Like there was like it was like a CNN of like a different country that like actually reported on it.
But it wasn't, like it wasn't an actual CNN. No, it was a fake page. But like people were all retweeting, being like, "Oh, this is all," and like randomly like retweeting things like, "Oh yeah, this is what happens when a CNN sends a reporter in. They don't protect." Like, oh, basically, it was just people all this anti-CNN thing. Like people were retweeting it, being serious. It's like, no, like even his name. If you say the name they gave him, it's literally an extremely racist phrase.
Yeah.
It is Bernie. That's the first name. Second name, Gores. Yeah. If you've,
That's bad.
I cannot say one after the other because
I know. Yeah.
That's bad.
It would get me cancelled. It would get me cancelled. But
clipped and shit.
That is. Have we just spent 15 minutes on Wings of Redemption?
Probably.
Going at this for about
this is
anyway.
hungover streams. Hungover is all good.
Yeah.
I'm so hungover.
I apologize to anyone who expects this to be a strictly my team podcast. It's not gonna happen. DBG talks about the game mode for a living. I stream the game mode like 25 hours a week. We can't.
And Dale doesn't play the game.
Yeah, Dale doesn't play the game.
We have a 15-20 minutes talking about my team. Like we'll be able, like coming up to 2
and they're reliable to just take this anywhere if there's no guest.
Oh god, no. Do you remember we spent half the one last year talking about WWE WrestleMania weekend?
I have no regrets. That was such a good podcast.
Yeah. Which
living the golden days.
That's it, I guess. So we can end the recording there.